Israel-Hamas war. In the latest, Hezbollah chief Hassan Nasrallah has warned no place in Israel will be spared in case of a full-blown war. The open warning comes hours after Israel's military said it has approved operational plans for an offensive against Hezbollah in Lebanon. In a televised address, Nasrallah said Israel will not be spared by Hezbollah at any cost and that it should expect the armed group on land, by sea and also by air.
It knows that no place in the entity will be safe from our missiles and our drones, and that our strikes are not indiscriminate. Every missile is targeted, every drone is targeted, and the proof of that is the Hudhud. It knows that we have a list of targets and we have the ability to reach these targets, which will shake the foundations of the entity.
The Hezbollah chief has also threatened Cyprus if it opens airports and bases for Israel to target Lebanon. Now, Cyprus has good ties with both Israel and Lebanon and lies close to the coast of both the countries.
The Cypriot government should be aware that the opening of Cypriot airports and bases for the Israeli enemy to target Lebanon would mean the Cypriot government is a part of the war and the resistance will deal with it as a part of the war.
Israel and Hezbollah have traded near daily cross-border fires since the Palestinian militant group's October 7th attack on Israel, which triggered the ongoing war in Gaza. The Israel-Lebanon clashes have killed at least 478 people in Lebanon, most of them militants, including 93 civilians. However, Israeli authorities say that at least 15 soldiers and 11 civilians have been killed in the country's north. For more on this, we earlier spoke to Colonel David B. Des Roches, professor near East South Asia Center for Strategic Studies, National Defense University. We asked him how imminent is the threat of an all-out war between Hezbollah and Israel. Listen to what he had to say on this.
Well, I think the United States views the confrontation with Hezbollah as different from the confrontation with Hamas. The issue in Hamas that the United States has with Israel is the amount of civilian casualties that are being inflicted in the Gaza Strip. With Hezbollah, that organization is viewed as an Iranian organization within the Lebanese state that has subverted the Lebanese state. And there's not any sympathy for it at the moment, although there would be, I imagine, if there were a large number of Lebanese civilian casualties, which, given that Hezbollah's infrastructure is, their weapons are distributed in among the civilian population, that's a distinct possibility. The other issue is Israel has been targeting Hamas leadership. They've killed about Hezbollah leadership, about 348 Hezbollah leaders since October 7th. That's clearly not been enough to deter Hezbollah. But I think that given the amount of rocket attacks into northern Israel is essentially uninhabitable. So I think that once the Gaza war is done, Israel is going to have to do something to deter Hezbollah. They cannot allow this sort of thing to just go and become the norm.